And now, the hottest podcast around the globe, Straight Up TV. With your host, that dude all-star.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up TV, man. If this is your first time tuning in, man, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Listen, if this is your second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, and you have not hit that subscribe button, man, I need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. This episode is sponsored by Light the Night. Light the Night is the sponsor of this episode, so let's keep that in mind. All right, so if you did not see Sling Talk 11, Sling Talk 12, or Sling Talk 13 or 14, you're now watching Sling Talk 15. And let me tell you, man, hey, I think this is gonna be the best one. This is gonna be the best one. This is gonna be the best one. I just feel it. So, like I said, we're gonna get started in a minute, and we star-studded, man. We star-studded. I'm looking at these guys right now. We star-studded. We are star-studded. So anyway, go ahead and take the time and text someone, call someone, and let them know Straight Up TV is streaming live right now. If you have a Slingshot, you need to be watching this episode right now. All right. So we're going to get started, man. We're going to get started with some introductions. So let's go ahead and start with some introductions. We're going to start with disturbing the peace.
I think it can deliver. Shooting from deep, basically taking this man off his ribbon, whatever he needs to do.
What's up? Disturbing peace from Austin, Texas.
All right. We're going to keep it going with the Reaper.
I'm the Reaper from Ivy Smith from Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right. Let's keep it going. D Nice.
Darren Hawkins from Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, nice. 8 Ball. 8 Ball, you on mute.
Mute. There we go.
Yeah, now you good.
All right. What's up, everybody? 8 Ball from Memphis, Tennessee, baby.
All right, nice. Why not?
Why not? That's what's up. I'm Why Not, Memphis, Tennessee.
All right, nice. Bounty Hunter.
One day you might realize.
Good evening, everybody. Bounty Hunter from Tampa Bay, Florida.
All right, nice. War Damn Eagle.
What's going on, everybody? Cortez Brundage out of Auburn/Opelika, Alabama.
Okay. Pandemic.
How y'all doing? This is Henry, aka Pandemic, Houston, Texas.
Nice. The Ambassador.
This is Jack Long. I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina, representing the 336, the 704 All-Stars, the Bull City Slingers 2.0, the Bull City LLC, and the True Riders out of the Queen City.
Nice. And last, we got Motorcycle Jack in the building.
Motorcycle Jack Durant from Durham, North Carolina. The 919.
All right.
The 919.
All right, guys, welcome to the show, man. Welcome to Straight Up TV, man. This is Sling Talk 15. I'd like to personally welcome you guys to the show, man. It's going to be a good show, man. It's going to be an awesome show, man. Like I said, when I opened up the show, man, I think you guys are going to be the best Sling Talk that we have had so far, man. As I look around, I think I know all you guys. So, I'm excited to see what you guys are going to say. The way it's going to go is I'm going to ask some questions, and we're going to go around the room and answer these questions. And then when I finish with my questions, each one of you guys will have the floor to ask a question to the group. All right? Question or a comment to the group or whatever have you. All right. So just a reminder to keep your microphone on mute until you're talking. Okay. All right. So let's jump right into this, man. Let's jump right into this right here. So if you could name 4 slingshots, right? Only 4 slingshots. And you can't name yourself. 4 slingshots. You cannot name yourself. If you wanted to put 4 slingshots on Mount Rushmore, I don't care about the sound. I don't care about the best show, the lights. I want you to give me 4 slingshots that you would put on Mount Rushmore. All right? Just give me 4. Give me 4. We're going to start off with disturbing the peace.
All right. I'm going to go with Slinger. And I'm going to go with the original Black Mamba. Not the new Black Mamba, but the old Black Mamba. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The Thing from Lucky 7. And I don't know who made this one, but it's the Candy Red Maserati Slingshot. That thing's bad.
Okay. All right. Hey, I just made a serious mistake. I am so sorry, man. Scott, introduce yourself, sir. I'm so sorry.
Man, Scott Applewhite, Miss House Slingshots out of Memphis, Tennessee.
What's up, Scott? Welcome to the show, man. All right, so let's keep it going. Next question is the Reaper. What's going on, Reaper?
What's going on? What's going on,
man? Give me your 4 slingshots, man, that you will put on Mount Rushmore. You can't name yourself. Give me 4. I don't care about the sound. I don't care about the lights. Best in show, whatever. Give me 4 slingshots you would place on Mount Rushmore.
I would have to say Batman. I would have to say Smitty First Bite would be number 2. I would say Black Mamba. And I would have to say Dirty Bird.
Kenyatta.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to Miss Black Mamba for a super chat. Thank you, Black Mamba. Black Mamba's comment is Black Mamba. Keep up the great work, All-Star. Thank you for that super chat, Black Mamba. All right, let's keep it going. D Nice.
All right, I'm gonna go with TK Predator. I'm gonna go with Megatron, the 4-wheeler. Then I'm gonna go with King Kong, and the last one, Nut House.
Okay. Cool. All right, 8 Ball.
Ooh, y'all said some mean things, man. Y'all, they just set the bar high.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm gonna bring it all the way back to Memphis. Man, I gotta give my boy Cut Up some props. Man, Cut Up is the truth. Black Mama. I'm gonna say after Black Mama, I'm gonna give it to Lil Tony. Lil Tony, he unique with his. He probably been the first one that I've saw with that
Vader
front cap that he got on there. Said Lil Tony.
Okay.
And then Nut House. I say Nut House, man. Nut House kind of unique himself too.
All right, nice. We're gonna keep moving to Why Not?
So I'm gonna give it to my girl Mo first, Batman. Slinger would be my second one. Cut Up would be my third, and Nut House would be my fourth.
Nice. Bounty Hunter.
I'm gonna have to start off with the Gucci bike. That bike had everything: 4 seats, interior, sound, lights, you name it. Blue Smoke. If you know, you know. Greg's killing it with that bike. Angry Bird, one of the OGs. I think he was probably one of the first guys to be lightweight running the 12s. So definitely got to remember him. And I'm going to say Reaper. I remember the first time seeing the Reaper back in the day. That was one of the first bikes I saw that inspired me to do my build. So Gucci, Blue Smoke, Angry Bird, and the Reaper.
Nice, Bounty Hunter. Let's keep it going with War Damn Eagle.
Man, that's a hard one. I have to say I'm kind of biased. Most of the guys I know, I see all the time. They're in the Bama area. I want to say Mr. Arrow McGee. He has one of the most unique. It's not over the top, but he has one of the most unique slings I've ever saw. Then I have to give it to my boys, Maine and Dre. They're out of the Birmingham area. And then another gentleman I ride with out of the Columbus area, Don Adams. His is very unique as well.
Okay, nice. Pandemic.
All right. I'm gonna have to the Reaper, man. When I seen the Reaper in Dallas a few years ago, I didn't even own a sling. My wife did, and when I seen the Reaper, it was an amazing bike. So that's one of my top bikes there. That's what made me get in the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
And my second one would be Bounty Hunter, Jar Malone. That's another bike I seen that, pretty nice.
Okay.
Then I got to give it to the original Black Mamba. Boy, she's tough. Great bike. And my last is going to be King Kong.
Okay. That's nice. I'm not mad at you. Pandemic. We're going to keep going with the ambassador. You're on mute.
All right, I'm a newcomer, so I haven't got a chance to see all the big bikes and everything. But I'm gonna name two bikes on the bikes, and then I'm gonna name two bikes of what the people do, because you said they don't have to be sound or lights.
Right.
I'm gonna do Kenyatta.
Okay.
Because he's the peacemaker through the Slingshot family. Then of course my man Slinger. And then because time I've been in the Slingshot a year and a half. When I first got my Slingshot, everybody was talking about you got to do this, you got to do this. So because George Washington is up there, and I believe in the Slingshot world, McCrae, the plug was number one, so he should be up there. And then Dan Griffin, just because what they're doing in their platforms.
Nice. Okay. Motorcycle Jack.
Yes, sir. I guess the first one I have to go with because I got pretty impressed. Actually, I went down to Myrtle Beach to see Lucky Seven, and in the process of meeting Lucky Seven is when I first met Smithy, and I heard him before I actually saw him, and I'm telling you, man, that thing that he has built or he started building was a beast. And he built it all the way up to a bigger beast until, he sold it. So, and then I got a chance to see the Reaper, another beast. New shoes out of Maryland. I was at a show up there in DC, and I got a chance to see him, another beast. Man, there's just so many great slingshots out there. I mean, they all got their own little twist. And like I tell everybody, when you get in the game, this is all about, showing who you are, so.
Right. Nice. All right. We want to go to Scott. What's up, Scott?
Go on, man. I think number one for me has got to be Black Mamba. She's always, every time I see her, just impresses with the sound and just her attitude and her willingness to, have fun, and whether she wins or loses. Without a doubt, Cut Up. Some of the things I see on his, like a lot of people don't even know. You look at that hood, one of a kind hood. Nobody else has that hood he's got. I mean, he's doing things that nobody's doing.
Mm-hmm.
TK with that rose gold out of Atlanta. I mean, just when it comes to fine touches and detail, I mean, that thing is on point. And then that slingshot that Scotty Roberts had at Lone Star last year with all those Hertz speakers and everything. I mean, that thing is loud and different and just totally something nobody's seen.
Nice. Well, guys and young ladies, all those answers were great, man. Awesome, man. All those slingshots are at the top of their game, man. All of them, man. I'm not mad at none of them, man. I think I heard the Reaper a couple times. I heard Cut Up. I heard Black Mamba. I heard Nut House. So I mean, all those slingshots, awesome, man. They awesome, man. So let's keep it going, man. So my questions are going to get a little bit harder as they go, right? So let's talk about this. I want to know, what does it take to make a great slingshot event? Listen, what does it take? Listen, we all slingshotters. We drive 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. We go to the show. We want the best show. So tell me in your own words, does it have to be like free admission? It has to be like a 3-day event? Does it have to have like mini food trucks? I mean, what does it have to have? Does it have to have a light show, a night ride, a day ride? What does it have to have? A raffle? What must it have to be considered? You know what? This was a great slingshot event. What must it have? What must it have? Be honest with me. Be honest with me. Because listen, like I said, man, drive 8 hours, 9 hours, man. You know, I want to know what you guys are the guys driving these 9, 10 hours to go to these shows, man. So be honest with me. Let me know what you want, man. Because I've been to some nice shows. I've been to some bad shows. I've been to some good shows. The first day was good. The second day wasn't good. So just let me know. We're going to start with Scott.
I think it's got to be probably a mix of everything, right? I mean, if you want to bring all the people to the show from all over the country, then you got to have things that everybody likes to do. I mean, some people want to go out on rides. Some people just want to hang out and do parking lot pimping. Some people want to do the sound show, the light show. But I think more importantly, you just got to have an inviting atmosphere that everybody wants to come to and they want to enjoy. Just get along and have fun.
Nice, Scott. Nice. Appreciate that one. That's good. Motorcycle Jack.
Well, I've been to quite a few of them, mainly on the East Coast. I do think it's important. I mean, we all spend money to show off our slings. So, to let them be heard. So I definitely think the light show, which, the 2 platforms, well, I've been to 3 platforms riding for life, but mainly the 2 was SS Takeover. I mean, and Light the Nights through Emotion. So both of those guys are doing awesome jobs. Vernon does throw a little twist in there where he tries to do, boat rides and all that, which is great. As a community, man, we just got to come together. I just think that's where we're lacking at.
Okay. Nice, man. The ambassador.
Well, I think it starts with the promoter, first of all. He got to promote it correctly and then giving the people what they want, which will consist of based on all the things the other people say. And you got to, I think, I've been to a lot of them lately. I know the sound thing is where it's supposed to be the thing, but you got to work on not making that all day long and give people something a little later. Like, even if you had I know down in Charlotte with SS Takeover, we had a couple of bars that we would always go to.
That was my show.
That was Reaper, yeah, baby. The Mexican bar, baby. So that was hot. That was really good. And we had a great time. So I think after you leave there, because when I was in Dunn, North Carolina, I ain't gonna talk long. I went back to the hotel when shit going on. And you know what I mean? I'm like, well, what the fuck everybody at? So you need something after you leave the area that the event is held on.
Right.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir. Pandemic.
Well, I think it starts with the community, everybody coming together, having a good time, enjoying yourselves. My main thing is the promoter. If you're throwing a show, I think the main thing is you have an organized show from the get-go to the end, not try to run your show or try to, I guess, how can I say, try to run the show step by step, trying to guess, do this, do that. You should have an organized show from the get-go to the end, knowing that you have everything organized, how it's going to be, your times and all. Not run around like, the chicken with no head, trying to figure out who's who, what's what, what's going on. That's the main thing. But, the community, everybody coming together, having a good time, having fun. That's what I think. But main thing is have an organized show.
Nice. I like it. War Damn Eagle.
I'm probably one of the newest to the shows and things of that nature. My idea of a perfect show after the promotion and getting all the people out is I think 4 to 5 hours for me is enough. What I like to do is a ride prior to the get together. Then we do about 4 hours at a spot where you can uh, communicate, talk to other people, have vendors there on the spot like ATL Slingshot, so you can do things to your ride while you talk to other people. Have some food trucks and vendors there. Then right before dark, have a probably about an hour sound competition, about a 30-minute light competition, and then a nice 30 to 45-minute night ride. And I think if you condense it to like between 4 and 6 hours with a night ride at the end, and then everybody can go to a restaurant to eat after that. That's my idea of a great show.
That's nice, man. Put the Alabama boys in the building. All right, let's keep it going with Bounty Hunter.
I don't get to go to many shows during the year because of my schedule, obviously with DJing so much on the weekends. So when I do get to go to the shows, I prefer the shows that have a full itinerary. Just something happening every day, something to look forward to, whether it's boat rides, performers, hanging out, having drinks with the fellas, light competition, sound competition's fun too. Um, just a good full schedule rides, morning rides, evening rides. Just the more activities, I think, if you're gonna load up and spend $1,000 in fuel and $1,000 on hotels, I don't want to go somewhere and have a 1 day show for 5, 6, 8 hours and then turn around and drive home. In my opinion.
Okay, nice. Bounty Hunter, you're a little far from the microphone. You're a little low. Okay. We're gonna keep going. With Why Not?
So I guess for me, the ideal show is when it's organized, when it's organized first. You got organized rides where you're not putting people in jeopardy or where they're going to be safe. Like when you're going to go out and because you got people looking, so you got to have organized rides. I think that the vendors are important and that the vendors have a good inventory. That's very important. And then of course having some entertainment because some people are there. They've driven 5, 6 hours. They may not want to ride, but you got to have some other things going on. So for me, it's just having the whole event being organized, the organized ride, having good vendors, and then the entertainment.
Nice. I love it. 8 Ball.
Man, I can pick up on everything that everybody has said and put it in one category. Team. If you don't have a team that's willing to work, a team that's willing to make sure that everything is going accordingly and hold people accountable for, it's not gonna work in the first beginning. You can get everybody from Washington, D.C. all the way to New York City to come to your events. But if you don't have a team to make it go as well as planned, it's not going to be successful. And then about the community, always get your community involved in what you're doing. That way you'll know that, listen, the city has got my back. And you can continue to do what you want to do with your Slingshot events.
Okay, nice. I like that. I definitely like that. All right, let's keep it going. D Nice.
All right, I think you should have a great location. That's the main thing for all the Slingshot to park at. You definitely need food trucks, vendors, and you give a first and second place trophy. Because people coming so far, they want to chance at least win something. They don't want to come all the way here and not chance not to win nothing. Then, as far as judging, I think you should have some qualified judges, not just someone you know picked out the crowd to judge. Somebody that's qualified. That's my take on that.
Okay, nice, D Nice. Reaper.
All right, what I did with my show is I made sure that no one that was in my organization that helped put the show on in my club, which I'm 704 Carolina Riders, no one can enter the show. If you were a part of this organization, you could enter the show. And I made sure I took it away from Jimmy. Only thing Jimmy did when he had the show was actually the sound show. It's up to whoever hosting the show to make sure they prepare things for people to do when they come to the show. So I had an itinerary for people, kid friendly, family friendly. I had restaurants, I had bars set aside to where they could go. So there was something before the show, after the show, meet and greet in the parking lot. We did parking lot pimping. Before the ride, we did a long ride to the show just so that you can do the mob ride all at one time. We made sure we hustled right through the show so it didn't take all day, all night. And after we left the show, we made sure we had somewhere for those people to go after the show. But the biggest thing is you got to have competition at the show. If you're not drawing enough crowd where people are competing and that people having competition, then it's a waste of time coming to the show.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going with disturbing the peace.
My biggest thing is organization, and I like the shows that everything's in one spot. I mean, I love the mob rides, but everything is in one spot. Your sound competition, light competition, something to do all the time. Either it's gambling, it's poker, it's artist coming out, something to do at all times. That way you're just not sitting in a parking lot for 3 days straight.
Nice, man. All those answers, man, were great, man. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are actually putting some thought into your answers and stuff, man. I love it, man. So the people watching, man, they're listening. They listen to each one of you guys, and they're taking it down. They're writing it down. They're knowing that they're thinking to themselves. Even though we talked about it, they're asking themselves right now, how do I feel? What do I want? So they took something from each one of you guys, what you guys said, and I'm pretty sure they're thinking that some agree with you, some don't, some agree with what you said, and some don't. But you know what? The discussion is a healthy discussion. So let's keep going. I want to send a thank you to my super chatters. I got a super chat from Slinger. He says, it's your boy Slinger. Thank you for that, Slinger. We got another super chat from the Dragon. He says, keep up the good work, the Dragon. Thank you, Dragon. And we also have another super chat from Miss Coco. Miss Coco says, ladies running the chat 7. Come on, Miss. Hey, listen. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that later, fellas. Now, listen. I'm going to tell you right now, but we talk about it later. When it comes to Slingshot owners, male and female, what is the ratio? We'll talk about it later. But I don't think it's 70-30. It's 60-40. But anyway, we're going to keep going. All right, we got another super chat from Mama Duck, Nashville. Thank you, Mama Duck, for that super chat. All right, so let's keep it going, man. So my next thing I want to talk about is the Slingshots came out in 2014. Hear me out. Came out in 2014. Slingshots came out. 2015, most of us started buying them. I bought mine in 2015. So I want to know how you guys felt the two-wheel motorcycle community. How do they feel about us? Do we take all the excitement? Do we take all the attention? So tell me how you feel about it. We're gonna start with Scott again.
I mean, in Memphis, I think it's fine. I mean, we've got members who their husbands are in MC clubs, and we interact on bike night downtown with them, and we've done rides out outside the city and everything with some clubs. And, I think for the most part, you're always going to have the ones that don't think you're a motorcycle. I don't think I'm a motorcycle. I mean, I got seatbelt and, steering wheel, and, it's not the same to me, and I've ridden motorcycles before I had kids, from 17 to, 30. But, I think it's just kind of a mix. I mean, you're always going to have the ones that don't like you because you do take the attention. But, I mean, there's nothing like, a group of 15, 20 slingshots pulling up in a parking lot. It's always going to take the attention.
Oh, yeah. It's going to take it, Scott. Appreciate it, Scott. Motorcycle Jack.
All right, there we go. Man, kind of finicky there. Oh man, I still notice that, like when I first got my sling, you ride by the bike guys because I come from the bike world, and they still give you the do sign. That's just like an international speaking sign. I mean, I even go by guys on mopeds. They doing it. So I don't think they really look at us as, they shun on us, but we do take the attention. I mean, I remember I used to think Slingshot was the ugliest thing in the world, and then next thing I know, I'm hooked on one. So, but I don't think they really hold it against us. Sometimes they don't include us on their flyers. They're getting better at that, but because they're realizing that a lot, especially the Slingshot is the new Harley. Guys are getting older. They don't want to hold up a 700, 800-pound motorcycle. They get a Slingshot.
Right.
I got a Harley now. I got 2015. I got 5,000 miles on it. Ain't had tags on it in 3 years. So, I ain't getting rid of it yet because I ain't too sure. But
yeah.
I'm just holding on to it to collect a little more dust before I decide to get rid of it. But long story short, man, I think that they're fine with us.
Okay. I'm just saying, Motorcycle Jack, sometimes when I'm riding and I pass some motorcycles, motorcycle to motorcycle, they always get that wave. Motorcycle to motorcycle, they automatically do that wave. You know what I'm saying? That little flick of the wrist or whatever. They don't do that to most slingshots, man. But let's keep going with the ambassador.
Okay, I sort of agree with Motorcycle Jack. If they don't have the slingshots on the flyer, but they want us to come to the event, then I don't go to the event because they should have put us on the flyer. So I think that's about half and half of the motorcycle guys, include us. Not necessarily as a motorcycle, but whatever they doing, because they know we're going to bring it when we show up. And they can't have we're going to take over. We just take over. My brothers riding motorcycles. They got slingshots. Some of my best friends getting slingshots, selling their motorcycles. Some, like you said, older people, they don't want to ride the big bikes no more. So I think the slingshot thing is on the rise, and we represent well.
Nice. Let's keep it going. Pandemic.
Well, it's like Motorcycle Jack said, it's half and half. Everybody's has their own opinion. They're either gonna like you or not. My wife and I rode bikes for a while, Harley Davidsons, and one day she said, "Hey, you know what? I want a slingshot." I said, "Man, you crazy?" She said, "Yeah, I want a slingshot." So we talked about it for a while. I didn't want that to happen, but if Mama's not happy, no one's happy, right?
Right.
So that Monday, it was on a Sunday. Monday, I put her bike for sale. So that Monday, Tuesday, she was buying a slingshot. I said, "Damn." So then I said, "Hey, you know what? That's your slingshot. I keep it my bike. I ain't buying a slingshot. They're the ugliest things I've ever seen." Shit. Now, so my bike, buy me a slingshot. Going crazy with that slingshot. I love it. But I have a lot of friends that own motorcycles. and have slingshots. And then I got friends that feel the opposite. You know what? Hey, what are you doing, man? What are you doing riding that thing? That's not a bike, this and that. So everybody's gonna think different. You know, it is what it is. Just try to make the best of it, and try to hang out with the right people and do the right thing. That's it.
Okay. Nice. Pandemic. Nice. Gonna keep it going with War Damn Eagle.
For me here in the Alabama area, I would say it's about 70% acknowledge us and 30% don't. And I think that's because most of our riders now we actually have two-wheel riders who want to ride with us in Rides for Life Alabama, who are actually part of the group. And like some other members said, when they get a little bit older and they can't hold those bikes up anymore, they're starting to get slings and become members. Um, so I say it's 70-30 around this area where I'm at. Um, but I think the slingshots, if we do ride with bikes, because I had a bike and I actually sold my bike. When I got married, my wife didn't want me to have anything with two wheels, so I started getting stuff with three wheels. So once I sold it, some of the guys who I used to ride bikes with, they still ride with me every now and then, and we're still cool. But I do notice if I'm riding with a bike group, or I'm the only slingshot, I do tend to take the attention because the slingshot is so different. So I think that's one of the reasons why if you have issues with uh, people who ride bikes, that they kind of don't want us around all the time unless it's a good mix of two wheelers and three wheelers.
Nice. Just a little side note, everybody. Cortez has Slingshot. He has a Spider. He has a Riker. He has a side by side. This dude got everything. All right, we're gonna keep it going. Bounty Hunter.
I'm going to say it's about 50-50. I do feel like they're starting to include slingshots in a lot of the bike shows, having separate categories for the slingshots on judging them as far as best paint and those types of things. Obviously, the sound competitions. There's been a lot of crossing over down here in Florida with Sound Bullies and those guys. They're incorporating slingshots in with the bike competitions, as well as I know we have a couple shows that I've been to where they're incorporating bikes with the slingshots as well. It just depends. A couple weeks ago, I went on a ride and I pulled into the Harley Davidson dealership, and I was the only slingshot, and they looked at me like I had four heads. But then we're doing a toy run on Sunday, and we had a pretty good showing last year with probably about 20 slingshots. But it does take a lot of attention away from the bikes. I think when you pull in with a slingshot that's been tricked out. Some of the guys, they're interested in it. They want to know more about it. And others, they just kind of look at you sideways because they feel like you don't fit in with the group. So just really depends on the event and who's there and what their feelings are towards us, I guess.
Okay, nice. We're gonna keep it going. Why not?
Okay, so what I'll say is, because I have several friends who are on the motorcycle set, I think when we first started riding, everybody thought we were a joke. They made these comments about, oh, it's men that's scared to get on this iron and all this other different stuff. But I think as time has evolved, they see us differently. They see that it's a lifestyle for us because we're considered a lifestyle club at home. But it's a lifestyle. So everybody, when we get out, we just want to get the wind in our face. We want to be able to leave work and all that other stuff to the side. And as we have evolved, now we get more recognition. And when we, like Scott said, when we go to bike night, they coming down, they looking, they talking. Several of the places that we will go to sometimes after bike night, they've made a spot for us on their parking lot where it used to could just only be motorcycles. They got a spot for us here at home. So okay. I think as time has evolved, they realize that we're not trying to take over what y'all doing. We just got our own little vibe going, and we bring something different to the table.
Nice. I like that. 8 Ball.
Man. You say the best for last. It's Throwback Thursday, baby. Y'all remember the Green Machine when you was a kid?
Yep.
what slingshots feel like, man, when you get in the neighborhood. Everybody want to see what you own. When you ride cardboard down on the snow, up top of the hills, man, people love it. People love the slingshot. It's an amazing show, especially when you got them tricked out, and fixed all up. And at nighttime, man, when the lights come on, man, you can be by yourself. You can be with a group of everybody. People just want to love what you own. They some people haven't, even to this day, most people haven't even still seen a slingshot. People look like, what is that? What you call it? Yeah, so it's the next best thing in the world. It's the Michael Jordan. These are the new Jordans.
Nice. D-Nice.
All right, man. I think me personally, the slingshot, the motorcycle, they don't respect us because here in Atlanta, man, I go to different events. They don't have adequate parking for us or nothing. Put us all in the back. When it's time to go, we can't get out because they want to move their motorcycles. So me, if they don't have that stuff for me, I don't go. I just hang with slingshot riders.
Okay, cool. The Reaper. Mute. You on mute.
Well, here, I think, holiday, people who drive Harleys, they really don't respect the slingshot here, but I bought my slingshot because I got tired of riding the Harley. I got tired of riding crotch rockets. I feel more safer in the slingshot than I do on those two wheels in the traffic. Some of my friends that never seen a slingshot, some of them rode mine or driven mine. And next thing I know, they buying one. So I think they coming around. I think it's something new that they not used to, because Harley's been out for a long time. And people that got Harleys, they love Harleys. They put a lot of money in those bikes. And then we come up and we showcase them. I mean, if you got 10 slingshots together, it look like you got 40 slingshots together because they're a lot bigger than those Harleys. And the Harley's 2-wheel, we 3 wheels. We can take, they take off when we ride with them to show that they still got speed, but they can't trick theirs out just as much as we trick ours out. And now that we don't evolve with the sounds, they're intimidated by them. So I just look at it that way.
Nice. Disturbing the peace.
Yeah, well, I rode crotch rockets at the beginning, and man, for a long time I had my crotch rocket just collected dust until I got my slingshot, and then I rode that thing everywhere. So I had to get rid of it. But yeah, the motorcycle community, down here, it's starting. We're starting to roll in with them now. I mean, there's still the old heads that still won't respect the slingshots because they have the steering wheel. But it's definitely moving along. I mean, just like in car shows, you pull up to a car show and you shining a Lamborghini or a Ferrari in your slingshot.
Okay. Nice. All right, let me get some super chats. Thank you, D-Nice. D-Nice with that super chat. He says, every time you say D-Nice, I'm like, huh. We got to thank Sean Robinson for his super chat. He says, keep up the good work, All-Star, from New Shoes. All right, we got another one from Miss Hurricane Katrina. She says, hashtags ladies ruling the game, 70-30. Let me say that again. Hurricane Katrina, super chat. Hashtag ladies ruling the game, 70-30. All right, let's keep it going. We got another super chat from Sandy Mitchell. Thank you, San. And also another super chat from Pete. Thank you, Pete. Pete says, send in my support for the show. Love what you're doing. Keep it real. Keep it fun. Much love and respect from AP Custom Cycles. All right. And also we got one from Disturbing the Peace. I appreciate that, Disturbing the Peace. And we also got one from Toast. Metro City Slingers, 1 time for All-Star, 2 times for Straight Up TV. Sloop, big homie from Metro City Slingers, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. All right, man. So listen, man, I only got like one more thing, and then I'm gonna turn it over to y'all. But we're gonna go on a quick commercial real fast, man. We're gonna go on a quick commercial real fast.
Light the Night LEDs for your premium high quality LED needs. The Night Delight LED team has become one of the fastest growing LED light companies on the market today. We pride ourselves on great customer service and advanced installation techniques with superior products. Light the Night LEDs provides the best customer service in the industry with our lifetime warranty guarantee on all products. Your premium LED needs for Polaris Slingshot, Vanderhall, Can-Am and Rikers, Harley-Davidson. We also provide high-quality accessories for your car, trucks, or RV. Feel free to give us a call today at 1-844-586-5337 or go to our website, ltnleds.com, and find an authorized dealer near you. And always remember, you can't light the night without light the night. Often imitated, never duplicated. And coming soon, the newest innovative device to enhance your LEDs. Zeus, coming soon. Log on today, ltnleds.com.
All right, and we back. So, hey, let me get into this right here, man. I'm dying to hear what you guys are going to say about this. All right, so you guys know the price of the Slingshot. You know the price of the Slingshot. So I want to know your opinion. Do you feel like the Slingshot is overpriced, underpriced, or priced just right? All right, we're gonna start with Scott again.
I think it depends on the model you get. You know, I mean, the base model at 21,000 is the only thing I would ever buy because you're going to change 90% of what your add-ons are to get from an SL to, you know, an R. You know, I think you can buy an R hood for $3,000, pay somebody $1,000 to get it painted. You got an S for $24,000 that looks like an R. You know, the speakers that come in it may say Rockford Fosgate, but they ain't Rockford Fosgate. They don't sound anything like a pair of Rockford Fosgate speakers I've ever owned. You know, I mean,
right.
I'd blow those things up in the first hour I was listening to them.
All right.
You know, I mean, seats, all that stuff. So for 20,000, I think it's great. For $36,000 for the LE, it ain't worth it. You know, I mean, mine's a base model. If you look at it, you never know it's a base model. So I don't see anything wrong with getting a base model and building what you want.
Nice. Keep it going with Motorcycle Jack. How you feel about that price? Is it overpriced, underpriced, or priced just right?
Well, I have to agree with Scott. You know, I mean, you know, if you're gonna trick one out, hey man, why? You know, when you pay $30,000, you paying for all the little nice things to have, and if you're gonna snatch it out, you just have your money down the drain. So, you know, mine is the SLR, but Scott, I got it for 21. So, you know, I'm good with that price. But if I had to pay 30, I wouldn't have never bought an SLR. That's only because they was on sale.
Okay, nice. The ambassador.
All right. Being a car salesman, I think with today's market, then the prices that you're paying for a new Slingshot is what it should be because the popularity and availability of the cars. You got to wait and you can't get them. But watching your show through the last few times, I have learned that if I was buying a new one, I would get a base model. But I bought a used 2018 SLR, and it was a super deal from an older gentleman. And so, you know, I done tricked it out a little bit, you know, and but if I would start over again with a new one, I would look for a base model.
Nice. I understand that. Totally understand that. Pandemic.
I agree with the rest of the guys, Motorcycle Jack. You know, it all depends what you're going to do with it. You're going to tear it down and rebuild it, get you the basic model. It all depends what you want to do. If you want to go just ride and show off the nice bike with all the good stuff on it, go pay the $30,000. You're not going to mess it up. You're not going to tear it down. That's good. Me, myself, I got lucky with mine. Mine's a 19 SLR Icon. I paid $15,000 for mine, and I got lucky with that. And I was able to do what I wanted to do with it because of the price. Thanks to Pete, AP, he found that for me. But yeah, if I had to do it again and buy another one, I would go base model.
Base model. Okay.
I'm gonna tear it down.
Okay, that base model seems to be popular. Okay, we're gonna keep it going with War Damn Eagle.
I pretty much agree with everybody else. If you're gonna trick it out, you might as well get the base model If you're not going to do anything to it, you can get an upper echelon model of it and just keep it rolling. It just depends. I guess. Actually, I actually looked for S at one time when I bought my new one, and they stopped making them. So now I guess they're just making the SL and SLRs and above for the from 2022 and above. But yeah, I think they're priced just right, depending on how much money you want to spend. That's the best way to put it. Because if you want to come in the door, that 20 to 23,000, that's just right for what you're gonna get. But if you want to spend a little bit more, you're welcome to do so.
Right. Nice, nice. Hey, Bounty Hunter, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, you coming in a little low though. Can you go ahead? Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a little low today. I don't know why.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm with everyone else on the, if I knew better, but when I bought my Slingshot, I probably wouldn't have spent the money on an SLR, knowing I was going to do what I ended up doing. But initially, I remember telling myself that I wasn't going to do that. And the one that we rented, what got us started on this whole thing, was an SLR, and I really liked it. Got a pretty good deal on it. But like I said, if I could have done it all over again, I would have bought a base model, being that you're going to tear the whole thing apart and redo it yourself. And I think they're priced right. Like a couple other people said, it's all supply and demand. Now that we're getting into the winter months, you start seeing a lot of Slingshots going up for sale for a good price. If you turn around and wait till summertime when everyone's looking to buy them, then obviously you're going to pay probably higher than what the market value should be. But I'm starting to see some deals on them, now that we're getting into the winter months. Obviously down here in Florida, that don't matter to us. So
yeah. Okay. Thank you. Why not?
So here comes the lady's opinion, since I'm the only one. So when I bought mine, I bought an R. That's what they had when I went. So I bought the R. I haven't done a whole lot of upgrades because, that's more of a guy thing. So for a girl, I wanted all the bells and whistles on the front. But the price now, I think is fair because one, now the hoods come with the vents. I had to add that on my bike because mine is a 2020. So I had to add the vents. Now they come with a heated and cooled seat. They didn't come with that. That's one of the things that's on my list. I still don't have it because I really only need one seat because it's just me. My other seat is for the luggage. So I think that the price is fair based on the supply and demand. So that's just my opinion as a girl.
Okay, nice. 8 Ball.
I think we lost him.
We lose 8 Ball? Oh my God. All right, we're gonna keep it going. D Nice.
Me personally, I think they're overpriced because of demand. Demand is high, so the price is high. And right now, it's like a waiting list to get one. So if you don't get one, you just gonna have to wait until they got one in stock.
Okay. Reaper.
I agree with D Nice. D Nice, I think they overpriced them because we're out there buying them. I took a 2015 and turned it into a 2020. All I did was put the front end on it and customize mine myself. Like they say, I don't like the newer one because I don't want to drive automatic. I like driving the stick, but that's my preference. I don't want to sit in something that I can just push the gas pedal and go. I like changing gears. But when we put all these speakers and all this other stuff on it, we're going to have to strip all that other stuff off anyway. So base model, older model, I'm fine with that.
Okay, got it. Disturbing the peace.
I think the price is right because the demand is high. I mean, not everybody can get one. You have to wait months to get it. And I mean, shit, if you have the money to get one, then buy it. If you don't, you can watch it. You can watch us ride by.
Right. Nice. All right. So you know what? That's the end of my time. So we're gonna take this little quick break. But when we come back, I'm gonna turn it over to you guys, and each one of you guys will have the floor to ask a question, make a statement, or a suggestion, or whatever. So we're gonna go into this little break real fast, and when we come back, we're gonna go with Scott first. We're gonna go with Scott when we come right back. All right, we back at 30 seconds, I think.
Hello, this is an awesome Straight Up TV live stream. Well, I'm here to tell you how you can support Straight Up TV by super chatting. The super chat donation cost starts at only $1 and up to $500. Your comment will be highlighted very bright. Straight Up TV will acknowledge you. All viewers will see your name and comment. Mr. All-Star will thank you for your super chat and read your comment. Just click the dollar symbol. According to the amount you donate, determines how long your comment is highlighted for all to see. Thank you.
All right, and we're back, Before we get into this next portion, I want to say, like, this is Straight Up TV, so I want you to be honest about your opinion, about your question, about your comment. Just be honest with it. You know, this is a chance to teach someone something. This is a chance for someone to learn something. So just be honest. So we're gonna start with Scott. Scott, the floor is yours to ask a question, suggestion, or statement.
All right. So my question for everybody would be,
what is it?
What is your favorite thing about being part of the Slingshot community? And I want to answer last.
Okay, cool. We're going to start with disturbing the peace.
Oh man, meet new people, hanging out, battling against them in the sound competitions. I just like meeting new people, getting out from the normal areas in like Texas, going out to like we did in Florida, Atlanta. Hopefully make it out to New York this next year.
Memphis.
Okay, nice.
We're
gonna keep it going with the Reaper.
I like meeting new people, traveling, going places that I normally wouldn't go. Getting to show off my bike, getting to show battle people in sound competition. Seeing the different things that people are doing to these bikes that you didn't think could be done to these bikes. So just the whole Slingshot community as a whole.
Okay, nice. We're gonna keep it going. D-Nice.
Me, I like to see all the different upgrades that people have done to their bikes, you know, learn different ideas, things you can do to the bike, and just meet new people.
All right. 8-Ball is not here with us. Why not?
So I guess mine is twofold, All-Star. One is the networking of coming together, meeting people because the Slingshot community brings a bunch of diverse people together for us to have something in common. So I think for me, it's the diversity part of what the Slingshot does. The second part, I think, is that when we became organized at home in Memphis, it made a big difference of bringing people together. We can network and do things like that. So the networking and then bringing diverse people together to be able to have one common goal that we all love the Slingshots and we love the air in our face.
Nice. All right, great. Bounty Hunter.
I'm gonna piggyback off the whole camaraderie thing. You know, it's the whole Slingshot family, getting to see people that you haven't seen for some time, catching up, hanging out. You know, and the same thing locally, getting together with the guys, doing rides for different charitable events, supporting different, you know, charities and stuff like that, whether it's collecting turkeys for Thanksgiving and handing them out to, you know, families in need. We do, you know, a toy run where we go kind of through the projects and adopt families and drop off toys. So it's just the whole helping the community and being part of the community at the same time with, you know, everyone that's part of the Sling family.
Okay, nice. War Damn Eagle.
I would have to say the brotherhood and sisterhood first, community service that we can provide second, and that wind therapy third.
Okay. Pandemic.
Same thing. Meeting new people, hanging out. Meeting people that you talk to on social media for months, maybe a year. You finally get to meet them in person at a different state or a different competition. Also, I love competing. Our audio, my wife and I, we love to compete. And just having a good time. That's it. And we're looking at all the different slings, what they've done to them. You think you've done something crazy to yours. When you see others, you're like, whoa, I thought mine was pretty crazy. But there's some nice bikes out there. Yep.
Okay. Nice. The ambassador. Can't hear you, Jack.
Okay, baby, you hear me? Oh, I'm just excited about being in the group. And a year and a half ago, I didn't know what the hell I bought. I didn't know I bought a Slingshot that was. You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, that developed into. I'm on YouTube TV, straight up TV with you. Met you like in Maggie Valley, and all these people I met in between. I'm riding down the road. I drove my shit from Greensboro, North Carolina to Atlanta by myself to the 3 World Showdown. And I would never believe I did something like that, I've probably been the person that looking at Slingshot people and thinking they're crazy. But instead, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. And I'm ready to go over the mountains to Tennessee. And I'm trying to find a way to get to Houston or San Antonio. So I'm just loving it. I mean, it's just been good, Hey, you might think I'm younger, but I'm soon be 69, and I'm just out there just enjoying life, and that's what my Slingshot do for me.
Nice, man. I love that, man. Ambassador, man. I like that, bro. Really do like that, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it going. Motorcycle Jack.
Yes, sir. I think one of the biggest things that I've noticed, a lot of us came from, back in the day, Myrtle Beach Bike Week, where, you couldn't have your family. And, I think a lot of us have definitely grown. And, for me, most people that see me, they see my daughter with me. And with the Slingshot, it's easy. Everybody I run into, they're very respectable. You can have your kids. And I do believe in, if you train them young, it's just certain things that we can instill in them. So, and I'm with the rest of the guys, the wind therapy, baby. Every afternoon in the summertime I get off, I'm in the Slingshot. So if you ever call me, you're going to get a little text that say, on Slingshot. And I might not call you back to the next day because I've still been out so long. But, man, it's just, it's just a good piece. What is there not to like about Slingshot? That's the question I have. What is there not to like?
Mm-hmm. All right, Scott, we back to you, Scott.
Yeah, I think everybody hit it all. The community, the outreach, the fun, the wind therapy. But what I didn't hear anybody say was they enjoy all the bitching and complaining that everybody does at sound competitions. So we just need to drop all that and just have fun, because everybody on here just said their favorite thing was just having fun, hanging out with people, meeting new people, all that stuff. So I've been watching all your shows, and it's all just complaining about who wins, who does this. I want to win just as bad as everybody else, but if I lose and Motorcycle Jack's over there playing and he's winning, I should be happy for him for winning. We just need to enjoy our time with each other, be happy for each other, and remember, the first will be last and the last will be first.
Right. Nice, Scott, man. I appreciate that, Scott. I appreciate that question, man. But let me say, Scott, so I really don't mind a little bit of bragging, a little bit of trash talking. I think
a little bit
that's healthy. That's healthy. But anything about, anything that looks like it could somebody get harmed, hey, bro, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? You're doing too much.
I'm competitive. I like a little bit, but sometimes we take a little bit much.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you, man. Hey, Scott, I appreciate that, man. That question to the group. I appreciate all you guys' answers. So we're going to keep going. Let's go ahead and go with let's go with why not. Let's give why not the floor. Let's give why not the floor. Why not? The floor is yours. So you can ask a question, a comment, a statement, whatever you want to do. Why not?
Well, first, I want to say to you, All Star, I appreciate you putting on this platform to give us an opportunity to speak. It gives us an opportunity to meet people from across the country. So I appreciate what you're doing. So I want to say thank you for that. The other thing that, and what Scott said, is that I know those of you who have rode on the motorcycle said, they say one set, one love. And that's what we've got to have. So we all are here to have a good time. Here's the thing. Everybody's good because we have money. Because this ain't our primary car. This is some shit that we doing to have fun. I'm just saying, it's a lifestyle. Everybody got 2-3 cars at the house. So we putting all this money into this slingshot because it's some shit we want to do. So yes, I did cuss, but we on YouTube, so I can do that. So what I want to say is we just got to learn to appreciate one another. We can agree to disagree in whatever we're going to do, but it's still always going to be one set, one love. So that's the thing for me, is that yes, everybody's doing something different. Everybody got their own opinion, but with all of that, we still got to remember we are one set and one love. That's my spiel because I'm the only girl, so I get to be mushy.
Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, we will keep it going. Keep it going. All right. Let's go with the Reaper. Let's go with the Reaper. Hey, sir, the floor is yours, sir, to ask a question, statement, or comment, or whatever.
I want to make a statement.
Okay.
And the statement I want to make is this. I have to give credit where credit is due. None of this would be possible if it wasn't for James McCray, Jimmy. Now, I don't go to a lot of these other platforms because I think the competition is in the SS takeover. And the Through Emotion just got started. You know, a lot of people pull me against the Bounty Hunter and all these other places. I met the Bounty Hunter. I met him twice. I've never had a problem with him. We competitive, which means when my bike was out, my bike went against the Bounty Hunter. That's what they talked about, my bike and the Bounty Hunter. This year, I shut my bike down, and they talked about the Bounty Hunter. But it all boils down to James McCray. I got to give him props because he took an idea and he ran with it. He's been doing this since 2015. A lot of people don't like what he say, and I don't like what he say a lot of times, but I got to give that man his prop. This is what he built. So, you know, like it or love it. He set the trend and everybody's now is following what he did. So I got to give him his props, and I got to give him and I'm thankful for what he did. So that's my statement.
Right. I agree. I gave him, when I interviewed James, I gave him the title, the pioneer, because like you said, I was one of those guys back in 2015, 16 that was ready when he came to my town, when he came to Atlanta. I was ready to I was ready to ride. I was ready to do it. I was ready to show off my bike. So I definitely agree with you there, Reaper.
Yeah, I gave him a belt when he came to Charlotte.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Like once again, when I got my slingshot, a year and a half ago, I was told 2 places I had to go. And that was to SS Takeover and to Maggie Valley. So I didn't know who James McCray was. It wasn't to me to the last 6 months that all the mess started. For my first year riding my sling and going, I've been Myrtle Beach, Atlanta 2 or 3 times, Virginia Beach. I've been on the East Coast, yes. But until here recently, he was the guru and still is to me, because that's why I put his face on Mount Rushmore, because it was the first.
Okay. All right. Anybody else want to, before we move on, anybody else got something to say to that before we move on? All right. So we're going to keep going. We're going to give it to D Nice. D Nice, the floor is yours, sir.
My question is, what do you all think about the helmet laws? Because I have a top on mine, but I've been heard it since I have a top, I don't have to wear a helmet. What do you think about that?
All right. We're going to start with Scott up there.
I've never seen anybody driving a Miata with a helmet on, so I kind of feel like we're in the same boat. I mean, I'm sitting down and I'm buckled up. I mean, as long as you're buckled up, I mean, you got a roll bar over your head. You know, you're gonna get just as hurt in a Miata as you would a Slingshot. You know, I mean, I've had a BMW Z4. That thing's just as dangerous as a Slingshot is. I mean, I think they're stupid. So Tennessee has a helmet law. I don't think anybody in Tennessee, inside the city of Memphis anyway, follows it. So
Nice. All right, we're gonna keep going. Motorcycle Jack.
Yes, sir. I agree with the other guys, man. You know, what's the difference of being in a convertible and being in a Slingshot? There's really no difference. I mean, you know, as far as, you know, the liability of getting hurt. You know, about 2 years ago, I was stopped and they told me if I put a roof on, you know, that didn't have to have a helmet. And then I was coming from Myrtle Beach with a roof on, and the guy run me down like he was going to run me over. He gave me a ticket, and he told me how to get out of it. Didn't make sense to me, but I guess he needed to make it quota. And so all I did was hire a lawyer, and actually the lawyer cost me less than the ticket. So I think it's a bunch of bull, you know, and I think a lot of states have begun to change. But when I ride, I don't have a helmet with me. So guess what? I'm gonna if he give me a ticket, I'm gonna take the ticket and I'm gonna post it on the front so the next one won't give me no ticket, and I'm gonna just keep riding.
Yeah, but Motorcycle Jack, I think that in Atlanta, I think if they stop you for no helmet, they won't let you leave unless you got a helmet to put on.
Hey man, you ride with the wrong person. Ride with Kenyatta, bro. When I came to Atlanta, I don't even think I went to sleep till the next day, and I didn't have, you know. I mean, I know it's just when they catch you, but you know, I I don't even know what to say for that one. I guess I just ain't been caught by the right one.
Yeah, that
But,
Georgia Tech, those police right there, when they pull you over, they're not letting you leave until you get a helmet. So
wow.
I usually ride with a helmet with me, but I don't have it on, but I ride with me just in case I run into that dude that ain't gonna let me leave until I put the helmet on. All right, let's keep it going. Keep going. The ambassador.
Okay, this has been a pretty clean show here tonight. You know, I've been watching a lot of shows. So my question is, if you was putting on an event and you need a platform to come and help, which platform would you pick of the top three?
All right. Let's take this slowly. Let's take it slowly. The ambassador, go ahead and ask that question one more time so we can get some real good answers. One more time. Let's take it slow. Go ahead, ambassador.
That I have been watching this show for the last 6 months and it's been juicy. It's some shit been on it. But in case you was doing a show and you needed help and you wanted one of the top platforms, which platform would you choose?
Wow. Okay, I guess it's finna get spicy right now. Then we gonna start with
why.
Let's go with why not. Let's go with why not first.
So what I will say is I like being independent. Last year, well, no, this year was our first show, and we had people come from everywhere to support our show because we did not have anybody's name on it. So I like being the independent. So I can't go with anybody because I like being independent. So that way everybody feels like it's a neutral platform, because what I have seen in this community is you got certain people don't like this one, somebody don't like this. So they not, if you put this person's name on it, they not gonna come. If you put this person's name on it, somebody not gonna come. So if you stay independent, then you don't have to worry about that. But that's just my opinion, because I'm the only lady here. But I like being the independent, especially with us being a new club in Memphis for what we put off in August. I think it was great. I've watched a bunch of the Sling Talks, and everybody's waiting on the next show. So we are already planning now for the August show. So I like being an independent. So I'm not putting anybody's name on it. I'm gonna be Mid-South Slingshots.
I like that. I like that. Why not? And I was there at Memphis Madness, and you guys did a wonderful job. Shout out to Big Rod and Scott. Scott on here, and why not? Big shout out to that, man. That was a good one, man. Hey, I love the whole area. I loved everything about Memphis Madness, man. So, and I like what you said too. So let's keep it going with let's go with Bounty Hunter.
Well, obviously I've competed on all platforms. I got belts on all the platforms. So speaking from experience, I'm going to have to go with Three Wheel Showdown. And my reasons for that is not only the organization, but it's a show. It's not a audio competition. So, I mean, depending on what you like, if you want to ride 1,000 miles to go sit in the parking lot for 4, 5, 6 hours and compete and then turn around and go home the next day, then, you know, you might like some of the other platforms. But if you're going to hang out with your friends, have plans of rides and entertainment and stuff to do from Thursday all the way to Sunday morning breakfast, there's just nothing else compares, you know. LED competitions, they have audio competition, security, you know, you can go there on Thursday, you can set up your tent, you want to park your Slingshot under the tent with, you know, $50,000-$60,000 worth of audio equipment in it, not have to worry about it. They got armed security guards that are on premises the entire time. Just everything about it, you know, and giving back to the community, you know. He'll very often give kids $50-$100 if they got straight A's. You name it, it's a fun, family-oriented show. You know, comes to audio competition, they're not picking, you know, this guy or that guy. They're bringing in qualified judges. So all around, I think, you know, once again, Three Wheel Showdown, nothing compares to it. That's my 2 cents.
Okay, appreciate it. D Nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with SS Takeover because that's the first one I ever went to, and it really impressed me. And then I started going to other ones, and I see how theirs are, and they are modeled after here. So I'm just gonna go with SS Takeover because he set the platform for how it should be.
Okay, nice. All right, let's keep it going with Pandemic.
Well, that's a hard one there, man. I support all the platforms. Throwing a show is not easy. It takes a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of people get involved throwing these shows. It's hard picking, man. I support all of them. It's hard to pick just one, you know. I mean, if I had to pick one, I would have to go with Three Wheel Showdown.
Okay. Nice. We're gonna keep it going with Disturbing the Peace.
I've attended all 3 platforms, and I mean, the one I had the most fun, the most things to do, I would go with Three Wheel Showdown. There's always something to do, something going on, artists coming through. Man, it's an event. It's not just a show. I mean, it's not just a sound competition, not just a light competition. It's a total event.
Okay, nice. All right. Let's keep it going with the War Eagle.
For me, I like to keep it independent. Kind of biased because I ride up on the Riders for Life, and I've been to a couple of their competitions. But for the state of Alabama, trying to bring it out more, we kind of do our own thing with our own groups. So I like to stay independent and kind of build our name up from there.
Okay. Nice. I like it, man. I like it. All right. Let's keep going. 8 balls out of there. Let's go to Scott.
Jackie got tricky there, man. Because he asked if you need help, which one would you use? So, I'm with Cassandra, and why not? We're going to be independent. I think we had a great show last year being independent, and the same reasons. We really do want everybody to come. We want the people that only follow or only go to SS Takeover shows to come to us. Three Wheel Motion, Riders for Life. I'd love to see all three of the platform leaders come to Memphis. Just come hang out and party. Um, I'm partial to Riders for Life just because when I got my Slingshot back in 2019, that was the first shows I went to were Riders for Life. I've never been to Three Wheel Motion show or an SS Takeover show. So, I think all of them have perks, to each one of them, so it just depends on what you want. But for us, we're going to stay independent as long as we can. So.
Okay. All right. Ambassador, did you answer?
No. Well,
go ahead, Ambassador.
Okay. The reason I asked that question is because it seems like between the three, it's been a lot.
You ain't asked me.
The what?
I said he ain't asked me.
But you go ahead.
Go ahead, Reaper. Go ahead, Reaper.
I mean,
thought you were sleeping.
Did he forget me? I'm about to go to sleep. I would say the SS Takeover. And the reason I say the SS Takeover because there's more competition in the SS Takeover. And with the SS Takeover, if you book the SS Takeover, you got the right to plan your own show. Jimmy just does the sound competition. You can make the show whatever you want the show to be. If you want to meet the Jersey Boys, you want to meet Smitty, you want to meet all the competition where you can really set your bike and see if what your bike really is, then you got a battle in the SS Takeover. I mean, I'm going to go with the original. I'm not going to go with all this other added stuff. All this other added stuff is just something to try to bring people to the show. The SS Takeover don't need to do props and all these other things to get people to come to the show. People going to come to the SS Takeover to battle, to see what their bike really do. If you don't have an SS Takeover belt, and I'm going to say this, all these other belts don't mean anything. But who you beat? Who did you beat? Who did you battle against? And that's what I go for, is to battle my bike. I didn't spend all the money I put on my bike just to go to a bike to beat somebody I could beat in a parking lot. I want to battle my bike. I want the best competition. And that's what I go for. I can set my show to where I want to set my show. I can put whatever entertainment I want around this show. I can put it around the SS Takeover show. But if you want a drawing, the SS Takeover what draws people to the show. And that's my opinion.
All right. Jack, go ahead and finish up.
You forgot me.
D Nice, go ahead, man.
No, Motorcycle Jack.
Motorcycle Jack. I'm sorry, man.
Go ahead, man. No worries, man. No worries. Listen, man. And I'm probably gonna step on some toes, but this is, we've got to do better as a community. It's him against her against him. The Slingshot community, we not big enough, man, for everybody to go 5 or 6 different ways. So, believe it or not, the people that are buying Slingshots, the new people, if the old people don't get this stuff together, they are going to confuse those, and everybody's going to be that comes in new is going to start maybe thinking, hey, I don't want to build my bike for sound competition because this is the kind of thing it is. Sound competition is supposed to be fun. I don't disagree with anything that Vernon does as far as that go. I mean, look, man, you got $30,000 in your bike. What's wrong with winning a little money to help you get there? There's nothing wrong with that. But, I have considered pulling out just because of this, he say, she say. I'd rather stay home and go to the local stuff because it's too, man, we're too old for that. Most of us over 50 years old. So, the drama just, those guys got to find out how to bring this community together. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. I don't know if we're asking for too much, but, a SS Takeover belt is nice. I've got a couple. I've got a couple of two-wheel motion belts, but I don't. For me, I can't sit here and say that I haven't run against some pretty good competitors because King Kong, he does SF. He does. Well, I don't know if he did SS. Well, he did in Florida, but prior to that, he had been to a couple of Vernon shows, and that's a hell of a bike to beat. So that's just my thoughts on it. If I stepped on some toes, I apologize because I'm still Jack, and that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I like it. I like it. So you saying, so basically you saying, in somewhat you saying that Three Wheel Showdown has some top bikes too.
Of course they do. I mean, we all okay. If your bike is one of the top bikes, you decide to go to SS Takeover, you're a top bike. If you decide to go to Vernon, you still a top bike. It doesn't take away from your bike. So to me, the belt, I mean, I just can't see that, and I was on that same bandwagon. I'm gonna be transparent, until I went to one of Vernon's shows and I began to see that people were gravitating to it. So it wasn't like I was just, playing with this guy and not that guy. Because, I just look at it when I'm in the ring, I'm just in the ring. It doesn't matter who's on the other side. But I've kind of had it to be said to me, like, well, what did you win? Well, I got the belt to prove it, but I don't ride around and put 10 belts on my slingshot to prove what I've done, because that's a different day to me. That's just me. Okay. I treat each day, each competition different.
All right. Anybody else want to add to that before we go on?
Well, I want to say this. I think that each platform brings a different crowd, a different following, and everybody believes in what they believe in. So there's no right or wrong, whether you're a three-wheel motion or you're SS22 or SS Takeover or whatever that is. It's whatever you decide that you want to do. So when somebody says, okay, it's a show out here, you look at the calendar and you say, okay, I can go to this, I can go to that. So I know from Memphis, our people, we support everybody. If it's something going on and we can make it, or a group of people, 5 or 6 of us can get together and go, we're going to go. Regardless of whose show it is, we just going to go and we're going to show up because we want to support everybody because we want everybody to support us. So I don't think that there's a right or a wrong in anything that you do. Just my opinion.
Okay. All right. Anybody else before we move on?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to move to the pandemic.
Okay.
The floor is yours, sir.
Okay. My question is, I know that we do this for fun, and it's not a cheap, I guess it's not a cheap show to do, okay? It's very expensive to do this. And that's our choice to want to go compete, whatever it is, if it's lights, if it's paint, wheels, audio, whatever you do, you're going to spend money. It's going to cost some money. My question is, regardless if I drive 10 minutes or 20 hours to a show, and me, myself, I spend money on 2 slingshots, a featherweight and a middleweight, and that's not cheap. What do y'all think about going to shows and not having judges that know the audio, that are not in the audio industry, judging audio competition at different platforms?
Okay.
I feel like they should have some kind of background, even if it's audio with cars, motorcycles, slingshots, not picking somebody off the crowd, not knowing what they know, what they're judging. The reason why I'm saying is because we spend a lot of money on these things, and I know we do it for fun, but you got to take it serious when we're in the ring with our slingshots, because we travel and spend a lot of money to do these things. And I just feel like it's kind of crazy when you pick judges out of the crowd. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's not. And I'm not trying to down on any platforms or take this the wrong way. I just feel it needs to get better with judging. And I know it's hard. I know 3 Wheel Showdown they fly in their judges, and you keep the same judges through the whole competition. There are some audio competitions out there that we go through 10 judges, 6 judges, and you don't know what's going to happen if they know audio. I feel like the people that are going to be judging, if you're throwing a show, you should have that organized, prepared, because you know people are coming in paying fees to get in the show, paying door fees, and it's not about winning. I'm not saying we have to win. It's okay to lose. And I just feel it needs to be fair. That's it, fair. I'm not saying, hey, I lost because of that judge. It doesn't matter. I just want to make sure that it's fair, having the right judges out there that know audio. What do y'all think?
All right. Before we do that, y'all, hey, pandemic, that's a good damn question, sir. Slucci, that's a good damn question. So let me give a super chat out thanks to the trailer god, Kenyatta from the ATL. Keep it up, SUTV, Slingshot community need this. Hello to everyone on the show. That was for Kenyatta. Thank you there, sir. We also have another super chat from the White Lotus. The White Lotus, Poochie, is proud to be a part of the community in 2023, North Carolina. All right. Thank you, sir. We also have another super chat from Stefan Kazi. All right, sir. I appreciate that. All right. So, I'm sorry. We have one more from Always Lit. Always Lit says, shout out to All Star. Shout out to Mid-South Slingshots. Love the show. Keep doing your thing, bro. Hey, Always Lit, man. I appreciate that, man. All right. So let's keep going, man. Now, Henry has challenged the group with a nice question. His question is, how do you feel about sound judges not being really qualified to be a sound judge? Is that right, Henry? Is that right, Henry?
It's hard to say that word qualified. That word qualified, I mean, all I'm saying is someone that has experience in the audio, in that area, audio. It doesn't matter if it's cars, slingshots, motorcycles, they know audio. That's what I'm saying. Qualified, it's a whole different word there. Who knows who's qualified? But I'm just saying, just have some kind of, experience on audio.
Okay. We're gonna start off with Motorcycle Jack.
Man, it's kind of funny because I had this conversation last year, and I think on both platforms, I know, I feel like Jimmy does the best he can do, but like you said, there's money involved. So, whereas somebody can pay the judges to show up and bring them in, and that's the judges through the whole thing, versus a man that's, I'm not counting his money, but he may be working on a budget. I mean, and that's not to bring down that the quality should be any different, but I'm just kind of asking a question in the same, arena, like how do you fix that? Does he charge us more? Some of us, because they feel like we're only getting a belt. I've heard the comment, y'all just paying for a damn belt. No, I'm not paying for a belt. I'm paying to compete. So if he raises, by all means, he can raise the price. And then, people don't want to pay, I think it's $50 now. So if he raises it to $100 to help pay the judges, are they going to want to pay it? I mean, it's a double-edged sword. So as a community, and this is a question from you guys, how do we fix it?
Okay, let's keep it going. Disturbing the peace.
Yeah, I mean, just like what Henry said, you can't really say qualified judges, but at least somebody that knows sound, audio, just been in the industry for a while, knows what to listen for, not just anybody out of the crowd. At least set judges when they come in. You're like, hey, these are 3 judges. This is their background, and then now you know who's judging your bite. he's not just grabbing, hey, this guy can't judge this competition, so let's just bring somebody else in. It's unreliable. It's unprofessional to have those type of competitions if you don't know who's going to be doing it.
All right. All right, let's keep going. We're gonna go to War Damn Eagle.
Well, I think when you're doing sound competitions, you should have someone who has some knowledge of audio and not just pick out of the crowd. However, I think the issue is you can always find those people, especially if you're doing independent, on a consistent basis, or you can't get the same judges consistently. Because again, we try to do all our stuff independently to kind of build our own brand and things of that nature. We haven't had many issues, but we actually have our own belts and we actually have our own competitions and our own trophies. So we kind of have seen what we liked from the different platforms and kind of merged it into our own thing. And we actually use judges who are in the audio industry.
Okay, nice. Scott.
Yep. First of all, Henry, we don't spend a lot of money, okay? If my wife watches this, these things are cheap, okay? Just letting you know. Yeah, I mean, I think we need to have somebody that has the experience. I understand the trouble of getting them, right? I mean, most stereo shops are open on Saturday when we're having shows. So a lot of times to get them to come out to our shows to be a judge, they're going to have to take a day off or close the shop or something like that. But we should have people that have the experience. I agree with that because, and people in Memphis, know that I like sound. I know what sounds good, what's clear, what's not, but I can't hear clipping. A lot of times they're like, oh, that person clipped. I'm like, what does that sound like? I mean, I didn't hear anything different, but somebody that knows stereos and knows, the ins and outs of the business, they hear things differently than we do. So definitely we need somebody that knows the industry, but it is hard just because, a lot of times we're taking time away from them.
I just feel like you're promoting your show for months ahead of time, right? Months ahead of time. You want the best to come out there. You want them heavy hitters out there. You want them great bikes out there, and you're promoting this for 2-3 months. Okay, it's going to be a big show. You want this, you want that. We're going to have these guys here. We're going to have different states there, or whatever show it is. I'm not talking about any particular platform. I just feel like if you're promoting for 2-3 months, and you're going to be charging for audio, and you're going to be charging at the door. You should already have maybe something set up for the audio.
Yeah.
I just feel that way. Maybe I'm wrong.
No. And when we get our show,
like I said, if you travel to travel is expensive. What you put in your bike is expensive. And I know we're doing it for fun because we ain't winning nothing here. We're just blowing money. That's what we're doing. Blowing money and having fun. Because that's what we want to do. That's our choice. That's what we want. But what I'm saying is get to a show after driving maybe 20 hours or 10 hours and then get there and then, hey, I need to get some judges. Who wants to judge? I'm like, what the hell? It feels like, no disrespect, but it feels like it's going to be a shit show.
Yeah.
From the get-go already. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Well, and when we did our show back in August, we planned it, right? We had 3 judges from 3 stereo shops around town and, thought we had everything. One judge backed out the day of, and we had to pull, I think we pulled somebody from Ohio or Carolina or something to be a judge. And, so we had to make some adjustments on the fly. But, when you all the planning in the world, you got to be able to have a backup for when something didn't go as planned.
Yeah. I went to Florida this last one to the Super Bowl with my wife and I. And it was a great show. We had a good time. Jimmy picked three judges, okay? And these judges they knew audio. They were good. I mean, he picked them out, I guess, the last minute there, but they were good. Had no issues there. I mean, sometimes if you know the right people and they're there, and you pick the right people when they're there, and you know who they are, you know what they do, it's cool. But when you don't know, and you're just picking people out of the crowd, and that's what bothers me. That's the only thing. Yeah, I know it's hard. I know it's very hard to do that. I guess if you have to raise the fees, whatever you have to do to make it right, because like I said, I mean it's an expensive hobby, man. For us to be traveling, going out there to different states to do this, and sometimes if you want to bring the good people and the good heavy hitters, the good bikes out there to compete, you got to make sure that that's right. Because if not, they're not going to come.
Right. I got a message from DJ D Nice. He says he thinks what Henry's saying is you want consistency throughout the whole show.
Exactly.
Like you want the same judges throughout the whole show. Your job today is to damn judge.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's keep it going with D Nice.
Well, I think you should have qualified judges too, because that way have more consent, and he'll know exactly what he's doing just from your buddies picking up on the side. And sometimes the buddy is your friend, and he's gonna go for you. So I think it should be qualified judges.
Okay. All right. We're going to Bounty Hunter.
Whew, I got a lot to say. I've seen a lot. I've been to a show where it was very nice of her, but I believe she was the police chief that was brought in to judge a sound competition. Very nice lady. Glad she was there, but qualified, questionable. Definitely agree with Henry. Qualified judges in the audio field. What a lot of people don't know, like the backstory on some of these judges, is you may or may not know who these judges are and their affiliations. Just because they're not there with their bikes that particular show, you're going to see, if you look back at these tapes, you pay attention to who's wearing what shirts in 23. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because there was some judges who were there that are having bikes built by a certain shop that they walked away with pretty much everything they could, with the exception of the lightweight category, which King Kong, there ain't no way you're going to cheat King Kong. I've been to shows where the person that we played against the round before and lost, guess who's judging that next round, the King of the Hill? The guy we just beat. Is that fair? You just beat somebody, and now they park their slingshot and they're coming in to judge you that very next round. So bring in your judges, make sure they're qualified. They have background in sound, whether, like you said, whether it's car audio. I think at one show that we were at with Three Wheel Showdown, they actually brought in, I think one of the guys was a producer. So he's used to listening to music, and he knows what true music should sound like because he's constantly in the studio. He knows how to listen for sound. It's just like you said, and don't get me wrong, I don't mind losing. We lose all the time. We don't win every show, as long as we lose on a level playing field. I had the same opportunity that everybody else had, and it wasn't influenced by comments made on a microphone. Ooh, you're not judging, you're hosting. So when you start putting inflection in to,
You paying something for Terrell this month, or you don't owe him no money?
I'm sorry?
Go ahead, keep going.
Oh, so, you can definitely, even though you're not judging, you got to remain neutral. If you're the host, you got to remain neutral. If you have favorites, you can't let that show. Just host it. This is a red lane. This is the green lane. 1, 2, 3, and the judges pick the winner. You're not grabbing, girls who've been drinking the entire, evening. to now be judges. I've seen it all, and like I keep, going back to Three Wheel Showdown. They don't charge any more than SS Takeover. I've been at both platforms. It's $50 per category. So it's the same amount of money that you're paying to enter these shows, but one platform is bringing in qualified, whether they're flying them in, obviously if they're flying them in, they got hotels, it's a lot of costs involved with it. I'm a business owner, so, what Vernon's doing is he's setting that groundwork. Is he making money right now? Is his goal to even make money? I don't know, but you got to spend money to make money. So even if he's losing money at every one of these shows, he's building that platform and that network that it's taken off. Every show we've gone to, a bigger turnout, more and more support. So I think he's doing good things. And just going to, continue to support him. I'm not saying that we don't support the other platforms. In Florida, Elvin took my bike out there. We supported the community. Do we support the audio portion of it? No. And going back to Henry, my bike was at Sling Experience. Kind of think the judging out there was a little bit of questionable too. So obviously Texas judges, they have a different sound that they're looking for. So would I not support Sling Experience? No, I'm going to try to make it. I'm not going to be able to make 23, but it's already on my calendar for 24. I do plan on going out there and participating in all the other activities, but I may or may not depend on, the situation with the way that the judging went this last year. I just feel like it was a little lopsided, not saying that the Florida bikes are anything, that they're not, but for all the bikes that were there to not make it in the top 5, I have a hard time believing that, because a lot of those bikes we've played at other platforms and not had any issues with them. And then we don't make the top 3, top 5 out of those bikes. So, and I spend the money, I travel, I can pick and choose what shows I decide I want to go to, which shows I don't want to go to. If I want to go hang out, do the rides, compete in audio, not compete in audio, I'm a grown ass man and I can make those decisions. But, I think having qualified judges definitely adds credibility, to the platform.
Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead, man. Hey, whew, that was a lot. That was a lot, Bounty Hunter. We're going to go to the ambassador.
Man, that was a whole lot, but I had to agree with Henry and Scott, because I've been to all, like I said, I'm a baby, and Daz, whatever his name last week, was talking about you got to look at and hear the new people, okay? Because I've been to all of them shows, and I never the next day or that evening did hear one say the shit was rigged, somebody cheated, or whatever. And I do believe that you should go, if you go into a city, you shouldn't bring the judges with you. I think you should have the judges selected from that city, from audio shops. How many judges do you need? Do you need 3? Do you need 4? Or you need 2? You should really get that set up. D Nice. Tell D Nice, leave me alone. Okay. But that's what I feel like. And everybody say that every show somebody cheated. The other person should have won. So then they, argue about the buyback. Yes, lost, you lost, So all that shit is going on. And me sitting back as a newcomer and feeling like that the judges that has been selected is already in the clique or the group with the promoters. So certain names, when they come, they automatically expected to win, or they already know they're gonna win. You see, so you got to get somebody that don't know these people to judge these people in order for everybody to feel like it's fair.
Okay. All right. Nice. So did everybody answer? All right. We're gonna keep it going. I think we left off with Bounty Hunter. Did you ask your question?
Not yet.
All right, you ready?
I don't know, man. I've been thinking about this since you sent me the framework, man.
Yeah. Hey, come a little closer to the mic, though.
Yeah.
All right.
I really wanted to throw it out there to Mr. Reaper, but he kind of slid off of there.
Yeah.
He went to sleep.
I guess I want to know what everyone's planning to do for 23 with the rule changes. Who's staying where they're at? Who's moving up? Who's moving down? What do you got? You got, what are you working on? What's in the lab? What's brewing?
Okay. Motorcycle Jack.
Oh man. Whew. Well, I'm staying lightweight. The rules had changed. And I began to, as soon as I heard the rules change, I began to make moves to stay lightweight. And then the rules changed again, which, meaning I have to really make changes. So, either way, I'm staying lightweight. Because I've already made the financial commitment, unfortunately, and so forth. So that's kind of where I'm at. But along with what JR is saying, I think we've got 3 guys on here that's independent. So, I may want to take a trip, I guess, to Memphis. So with the independents, are you guys going to be on the same rules as SS and Three Wheel Showdown? Do I have to do something different?
Right. They're actually Why Not Scott and 8 Ball, they're actually gone now. I don't know what happened now.
Okay. Well, see if you can find that out for us. I don't, the thing that I don't want to do is what I had to do one year. And I had to play against a middleweight, a true middleweight, and I'm on an 8-speaker setup. So, I hurt some speakers, and I'm never going to do that again. So, I just want to know, am I going to be good to play pretty much wherever I go? Because I did hear them say they want to be independent. So I don't know what how they're doing as far as the lightweight, middleweights, that type thing.
Okay. Disturbing the peace.
Yeah. Well, my bike's getting remade, but I'm staying middleweight. I'm coming for you, Bounty Hunter.
I'm ready.
All right. That's a little shot. Little shot.
For All-Star.
Okay. All right. You're gonna get some of that, Bounty Hunter. You're gonna get some of that. You know what? That middleweight category is gonna be a beast next year. It's gonna be a beast next year. And I updated my playlist. So yeah.
You're a middleweight or a heavyweight?
I'm a middleweight.
No, not All-Star. Disturbing the peace.
What'd you say?
You're a middleweight, right?
Yeah.
Middleweight?
Yep. Henry is too.
I know Henry is. I know All-Star's coming in strong this year. I'm ready for some fresh meat.
Oh yeah. Henry, pandemic, what's going on, man? You're next. The question was, what are you doing for 23?
Well, both bikes are in the lab now. Getting redone, making a few changes, coming out stronger. That featherweight's gonna be something crazy coming out too. Pete's on them. Middleweight, same thing. I'm coming for you, Bounty Hunter. Okay.
Dang.
All right.
A bounty on Bounty Hunter. How about that?
D Nice, what you doing for 23, D Nice?
You already know, man. I already put in some work into it. And there's one individual that I want to beat. I ain't gonna call her name, but she knows who she is. We coming for her. Me and you both.
All right, man. Let's keep it going. War Eagle, what's happening for 23, War Eagle?
I actually don't even compete. My thing is I like to go see other competitions because, like I said, we're trying to build our own brand, independent here in Alabama. We pretty much have the same rules as Riders for Life, with a little variations. But I think with my speaker setup, I would probably featherweight or lightweight have 6 speakers. So, but my thing is more of trying to promote our independent thing right now. So I don't even compete, although I probably could compete in sound, light, and best in show. But until I get our community built up the way I think we could be built up, I don't even compete. I just kind of listen and watch.
Okay. D Nice, can you see the live chat?
Yeah.
I see it. I just want you to make sure you see the live chat, D Nice. That's all. Yeah, White Lotus. Don't do that, White Lotus. Don't do that. All right, let's keep it going. The ambassador, what you doing for 23?
In 23, I'm gonna hook up with my girl San, and our ass is going to Texas. I'm gonna be in Memphis, Nashville. I'm leaving North Carolina. I'm gonna be at some of the big shows. For updates on my sling, I'm gonna put a little shit in the wheels, a little color. I'm gonna hey, like you put some vents on the hood, and I'm gonna just go to the shows like I've been doing for the last year and a half. I've been to 25 shows, where some of them the same damn day, motorcycle, this, that. So I'm gonna just keep enjoying life, and I don't know what damn class I'm in. I have 8, 6.5, and a 10. So the shit sound good. My boys down in Evolution Audio, I'm giving them a shout out. Evolution Auto, North Carolina LLC in Fayetteville, North Carolina did my music, and they damn good. So I got good music. I got good lights. I'm just ride, enjoy, and let everybody else do the fight.
I got it. Okay. Did everybody get a chance to ask a question, comment? All right. So listen, fellas, we lost some people, but I wanna ask some questions here. So I got one of my subscribers. He's in Ohio. He's a Slingshot owner in Ohio. His name is Timothy Dwayne Moss, right? So his question was, he wants to start doing the Slingshot trailer contest. Like he says, there's some really nice trailers out there, enclosed trailers. So how do you guys feel about start doing a Slingshot trailer contest at every event? I mean, listen, I've seen some nice trailers out there. You know what I'm saying? D Nice got a nice one. I've seen some really nice ones. So how do you guys feel about them adding that to the platform, having a Slingshot trailer contest? We'll start with Pandemic.
Do you mean the trailer that we haul our slingshots on?
Yes.
The trailer itself.
Yeah. I received this comment yesterday. He wanted to introduce it to you guys. How do you guys feel about having a contest for the Slingshot trailer?
Shit, no. I spent too much money on just 2 slingshots, man. There's no way. There's no way. My wife would probably leave my ass for that shit.
All right.
There's
Let's
no
keep
way.
going.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap at all to do your trailer. Just to wrap the trailer is $4,000 or more. So, if you can afford it, go for it. But I won't do it.
Now, Pandemic. Think about this. Think about you at the event, and you see all the trailers, and all the trailers are decked out.
Sponsor me.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I mean, I don't know. Everybody, I guess Everybody has their own opinion on that. I'm not sure if I would do that. It's kind of tough. It's not cheap. Yeah, I mean, if I have maybe one slingshot, maybe, but when you're trying to build two slingshots, one's expensive already. Trying to do two, it's hard, man. It's hard. And I really don't think you'll get a lot of people out there that will want to do that. Because not only that, let's just say you got to park your trailer 10 blocks away because there's no room to bring your trailer in. Because you got to bring the trailer in so the judges can see it, right?
That's what I was going to say. Is there's a lot of venues where there's not enough room to park your trailer.
Yeah.
I've thought of putting air conditioning in it and making it a place to hang out, but depending on the venue and the parking situation, man, I'm used to getting tickets and everything else. Atlanta, wherever you go, I got a 36-foot enclosed, Vino's. That thing's damn near 40-foot long. So just trying to find a place to park that thing is difficult. So
imagine trying to bring that into the show just so the judges can see it.
Yeah.
Let's go to Disturbing the Peace. Disturbing the Peace. Listen, I got this from one of my subscribers, Disturbing the Peace. Disturbing the Peace. He says he wants to introduce this to the platforms to where we have a contest to see who has the best trailer. How you feel about it, Disturbing the Peace?
I mean, I've seen some nice trailers and all spray painted down and have a bar in there, music, light show, TVs. But man, we spend enough money on the music and everything else that goes into the Slingshot. You're not going to get too many people that want to do that.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I've seen one that's decked out, and that Joker is nice, but I've only seen one. That's it.
Okay. All right. Let's go to War Eagle. What do you feel? How you feel about it, War Eagle?
Well, I guess I'm kind of against the grain. I like to do things differently. I'm for it. Because with our like the competitions we do everything from sound, best LED lights, best in show. We have a volume belt. We have a clarity belt. So if you introduce like a trailer competition, because everybody can't afford everything, that's why we try to do a lot of different things to enter into. So some people who can't afford to hook up a slingshot like others can, maybe they can afford to do something with their trailer. So I'm all for anything that they want to put competitions in. But because my thing is, if you don't want to get in, you don't have to. But I just know a lot of people can't afford the things most people do to slingshots. So that gives them something to compete in. So I'm with it.
Okay, nice. D Nice, how you feel about it, D Nice?
Hey, my trailer's only for hauling, man. It ain't for showing. Just hauling. That's it. I didn't put no money in no trailer.
Now, D Nice, listen, bro. So you mean to tell me you could just think about this? Go to a slingshot event, you win a belt, you win 2 belts, and then you win a 3rd belt for your trailer?
Nah, it ain't gonna happen.
All right. They go to Reaper. All right. Ambassador, how you feel about that?
Well, I'm really not interested in that because I'm trying to find me a RV tour hauler that's big enough to put my slingshot in. So I'm not damn.
I got one out there.
Jack, I got one for sale.
An RV that I can buy.
43 feet, toy hauler, 5th wheel, 2020.
No, I don't want a 5th wheel. I want to drive the motor.
Oh, you want to drive it? Yeah.
I'm driving. Yeah. So I think before you bring another contest in, let's get the other 2 straight.
Okay. All right, Bounty Hunter, we on you, man. Listen, hey, one of my subscribers asked me this. Like I said, he's from Ohio, named Timothy, and I told him I would suggest it to the group. So I want to know, how do you feel about including a trailer contest, man? Because there's some nice trailers out there.
I'm with the majority. We already put a lot of money. Just the purchase price of a 36-foot enclosed trailer. That was a pretty penny in itself. and then you've got to put all your E-tracks in there. You know, you got to get that thing set up to, you know, to secure. For us, it's 2 Slingshots plus all the extra speakers you're bringing and extra amps. And, you know, we got a little 4-wheeler that we take with us now to cruise around during the shows and stuff. You know, at first I was kind of getting into it. I bought the rubber, diamond plate rubber to put on the floor, and it's still sitting by the front door because I don't have time to install it. But I have, you know, big intentions of putting air conditioning and stuff like that in it. But like I touched on earlier, the majority of these shows, you're not able to park your trailer anywhere in the vicinity. You know, some of the shows you can, there's huge parking lots, others you can't. So, you know, how are they going to judge the trailers if the space doesn't allow it? I guess if there's, you know, if it's a you know, a show where space allows it, that would be a cool thing to see. Would I compete in it? Probably not. But it would be something, you know, that I would definitely be interested in seeing what other people do. I think, I forget who said it earlier, but I think I saw that same trailer where they took their Slingshot out, and it was tables that folded down, and they had a bar, they had a cigar humidor in there. I mean, that thing was it was set up, man. It would be neat to do, but, you know, like Henry said, you're putting gobs and gobs of money in your Slingshot, and it's not a one-time thing. If you want to stay on the top of your game, you got to keep upgrading every year, you know, to stay credible. So it's a constant upkeep and a constant cost with keeping relevant in the game. For a Slingshot, you know, I'm with you too now, Henry. You know, we got Son of the Bounty Hunter coming out this year with Lady of the Lights 4-seater. She's coming in, so I'm right there in the same boat with you now with 2 Slingshots. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep the trailer for transporting, and not saying I wouldn't like to see it, but it's definitely not something that I would choose to put money into to compete on personally.
And sometimes you also have the hotel where you stay at, and sometimes your trailer has to stay at the hotel, and you got to drive your Slingshot to the audio competition that's probably 30 minutes away. So that would be hard too, you know, because you can't take your trailer to the audio competition because there's no room. So you have to give it at the hotel or a parking lot near the hotel. Yeah, you can't bring it.
And it's hard enough trying to get your tents and your chairs and your cooler and everything else because you can't get to the event. So
yep.
All right, well, let me talk to the live chat. Live chat, if you're in the live chat, one of my subscribers asked me to ask this question, and how do you guys feel about them adding a contest for the motorcycle trailers? Just comment yes or no. Yes or no. That's all you have to do in the live chat. Just comment yes or no. But Motorcycle Jack, man, how you feel about it, man? That's another belt, Motorcycle Jack. It's another belt you can get, man.
Man, I'm with the rest of the guys, man. I'm going to spend it on the Sling, bro. That's it. You know, I mean, listen. I heard, I think through conversation earlier tonight, you know, I mean, there's a lot of complaints about us drawing the sound competition out. So if you add something else in there, nobody's ever going to get a chance to ride. And I mean, those trailers are just too big to even get over there, man. It's just, they're going to have to create another group for that.
But listen, though, Motorcycle Jack, we all got them. Why not judge them? We all got them. Listen, there's only going to be one Michael Jordan. There's only going to be, if we all got them, go ahead and judge them.
I tell you what you do. You go and spend all your money in your trailer, and we'll give you the belt.
All right. I mean, let me talk to the Reaper. Let me talk to the Reaper.
Hey,
Reaper.
Hey, yes. I get those.
Listen, man. One of my subscribers wanted me to introduce something. He wants to know how you guys feel about doing a Slingshot trailer contest. Where did Reaper go? What happened?
Man, did you see that sleep in his eyes?
Yeah. Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back. There you go. He's back. Yeah, are you
Yeah.
back?
Well, I got two trailers. One of my trailers, I got a cigar bar in, so it really doesn't matter to me. But I think you're not gonna have enough space to pull these trailers to Juggins. You're gonna need a whole different parking lot just for the trailers. And half the time, just like they say, you pull your truck, your trailer, you ain't got no space. How you gonna judge them? Most of us have to drop our trailers and unhook to go to the event. And the small parking lots that they had these things in, that's not possible.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I kept my word to my subscriber. Timothy, if you're watching, you heard the response. So Reaper, you missed out on a question, man. We wanted to ask you what can we expect for what can we expect from the Reaper in 2023?
I'm back.
Oh yeah?
I will be back.
Okay.
I
And what
took a year
category,
off,
sir?
but I'll be back. Huh?
What category? Same category?
Middleweight.
Man, listen, man. That middleweight is gonna be a beast.
There's always have been a beast.
Dang. Hey, Reaper.
Yes.
Who made your boxes, bro? That's what it. Hey, listen. Who made your boxes?
Elvin made my bike.
Okay,
Diamond
okay.
Design. Listen.
You know what?
Listen,
I believe
Diamond Design built my bike. Me and Diamond Design was like Mike Tyson and Rooney. It was a great marriage. You know, we just got a divorce. He moved on, I moved on.
Yeah.
But I'm coming back.
Okay. Well, let me ask the question to the group, and I got like a couple more questions, man. We are over 2 hours streaming. This is the question I got with these boxes. You know, the boxes that are extra large boxes that changes the aesthetics of your slingshot, or you got the regular boxes that you keep the same shape. Does it depend? Does it depend on these boxes how you get that deep base, that car base? I mean, I want to know because I'm about to make a purchase, and I want to know the extended boxes versus the same size box ported at the bottom. How y'all feel about it, man?
It depends on the
Pandemic.
person.
Depending on the person?
Yeah, it depends on what they like, the sound they like. Depends on how they play their bike. I don't see different bikes. I don't see the extended boxes. I don't see the regular boxes. I've just been good with what I had, and I've redone some stuff on my bike. But I mean, that's an opinion.
Mm-hmm. Nah, but Reaper, when you go to an event and you see all these extended boxes, you start thinking, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to compete with these guys, you need some extended boxes too. And not unless you're saying you can get the same sound, with the regular size boxes. What are you saying, Reaper?
I can get the same sound where my boxes are built.
Okay.
Some people like high port, some people like low port, some people like extended boxes. I don't see people extend the whole back end off of their box. And it still didn't do what. Listen, I only got 2 speakers on my bike. I got 2 12s on each side. And when my bike was competing, no one beat my bike.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people don't upgraded their bikes and did a lot of stuff to their bikes. So have I. I took a whole year to redo my bike. So we'll see what happens next year in 2023.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, listen, I want to get into this last thing, man, because I'm tired of hearing about it, man. I'm tired of hearing about it. Listen.
Reaper, I got a point. Reaper, you coming to Sling Experience, April?
My bike went everywhere from Texas to everywhere. My bike ain't run from nobody, and it run from no place.
Are you 2023? Are you coming?
Yeah, I come.
Sling Experience?
Yes.
Right, just asking. Bounty Hunter?
I'm not going to be able to make 23, but I've already got it on my calendar for 24. They switched weekends this year because of Easter falling on that second weekend of the month. So they went ahead and moved it to the third weekend, and I'm already booked that weekend. But I got it back on the calendar for 24. So I'll be watching from the sidelines. Whether the bike will be there or not, it's a possibility, you know. Might be there to compete again. Just not really too sure at this point.
All right, fellas. I want to ask you a question before we get out of here, man. Just give me your honest answer, man. Give me your honest answer. All right. So I'm gonna name off some names. This is just right off the head. This is right off the top. I'm gonna name some names. All right. You got Why Not, Miss Hulk, Monique, Sapphire, Black Mamba, Miss Coco, Phoenix, Hurricane, Elizabeth, Tori, Sandy D, San. Listen, what I'm telling you is I want to know the ratio. Female slingshot owners and male slingshot owners. What do y'all think it is? You guys know. Tell me, is it 60-40? Is it 50-50? 70-30? What do you guys think it is? I'm talking about all the platforms. What you see on social media, what you see on YouTube, what you see just riding down the street in your neighborhood. What is the ratio women to men with slingshot owners? Pandemic, what you say?
There's a lot of ladies out there with slingshots, man. There is. I'm going to say it's going to be 60-40.
60-40. So you're saying 60 for the men, 40 for the women.
Nah, I think I see a lot of ladies out there. A lot of ladies coming up.
No, it ain't close.
So you're saying 60 for the women and 40 for the men?
Yeah. There's a lot of ladies out there. That's my opinion.
Okay. Nice. Disturbing the peace. Where you at with it?
I'm at 60-40, 60 men, 40 women.
I like that. War Eagle, where you at, man?
60 men, 40 women.
I like it. D Nice.
You already know, man. It's about 60-40 here in Atlanta.
60-40. 60 for the men, 40 for the women. The ambassador.
There where I've been, I think I'm gonna say about 65-35 for the men.
65-35?
Yes.
Okay. Bounty Hunter.
You forgot one. You forgot Miss Bounty Hunter on your list.
Yeah. Oh, I did, didn't I?
You did.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Miss Bounty Hunter. I'm gonna probably say 60-40. 60 to the men, 40 to the women, but they are definitely coming on strong. I don't know nationally, but I can tell you locally, I'm seeing more and more women at our meetups and stuff. They're taking over.
All right. Reaper.
60-40, 60 men, 40 women.
Okay. All right. Motorcycle Jack. Jack, we can't hear you, Jack. We can't hear you, Jack. You got to start all over. You got to start all over, Jack. Start all over, Jack. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say 70-30, but these women been coming on strong, man. They doing it. So I'm with the rest of the guys. I'll say about 60-40. Hey, fellas, those guys don't want to get off those Harleys. So, they're going to kind of leave some of us sitting here trying to hold a bag. And the women, after a while, they're going to flip it. It's going to be 60-40 the other way. But yeah, about 60-40.
I got it. That's nice. Well, hey, man, listen, I thank you guys for taking time, man, to get on Straight Up TV, man. I am your Slingshot platform, man, for YouTube. Anytime you feel like you want to come by, man, if you have a conversation, man, if you have something to say that for the betterment of the Slingshot community, man, please contact me and come on the show, man. So let's close out. Let's close out with everybody, you know what I'm saying? Give me your social media handles or your Facebooks or your Instagram, and we're going to get out of here, man. Once again, I really appreciate you guys coming through. Let's start with Motorcycle Jack.
Jack D.
All right. Reaper.
The Reaper.
Bounty Hunter.
You're on mute.
Can't read my lips. It's Bounty _Hunter_ Slingshot.
Got it. Got it. The ambassador.
Hey, two things. I still got these damn cards I won from you. I'm going Christmas.
Oh man, damn. Hey man, how long was that? That was what was that? 5 months ago?
Yeah. But you can contact me as Jack Long on Facebook or go to my Slingshot page. That's NC Slingshot Riders. That's Riders with a YDERZ. And join my group.
Got it. Got it. D Nice.
Darren Hawkins.
All right. All right. War Damn Eagle.
Cortez Brundage, Riders for Life, Alabama, or 334 SSR, and that stands for Sling, Spiders, and Rikers.
Got it. Got it. Disturbing the Peace.
Just Rogelio Wallace on Facebook.
All right. All right. Pandemic.
Just Henry Saldivar Facebook.
All right, man. All right, man. I appreciate you guys taking time to come on Straight Up TV, man. If you ever want to get back on, please let me know. Keep the conversation going, man. It's for the betterment of the Slingshot community, man. Peace.